headed out. So it is Monday, October 5th. It has been quite a while since I have made a vlog. You know, a few people asked why have I not been making any of them, and simply put, the enthusiasm was lacking. I just wasn't feeling up to it. Not that that's like a excuse for any situation, but that's just the honest truth. I just wasn't feeling up to making videos and editing them, because you know, once you've recorded it, then you have a good deal of time spent also editing. So I just was kind of lacking the enthusiasm, so I took a healthy break. And speaking of breaks, it is now Sober October. So everybody, you know, says, what is Sober October? And I looked it up, and it's actually based out of Australia, so that's where it originated from. But I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan and his podcast, and you know, he makes a big deal out of Sober October. You know, he takes it to the 10th degree. Not only does he cut out alcohol and all drugs, but then he also works out several hours a day. I'm taking more of a moderate approach, where of course I've cut out the drinking, and I am trying to get a lot of exercise, but I'm not committing myself to a gym rat like some people would. Beyond that, you know, a lot of things have changed. Believe it or not, this is the big announcement. I did sell Big Blue. So my 2016 Tacoma TRD off-road has been sold. They, you know, were simply selling for extremely high value right now, and she was starting to have some issues, and I just didn't want the payment anymore. So I found a good opportunity to sell her, and I chose to do so. And now I got really fortunate and found a 2009 Ford Expedition. I found this through a friend, and you know what? I might be completely sold on large SUVs all of a sudden, because this is the most comfortable vehicle I've ever owned. Not even exaggerating at all. I mean, this thing just rides so smoothly, and it's got a V8 5.4 liter in it, so the towing capacity is fantastic. Although I have not hooked up the camper or the boat to it yet, but it's fully capable. Jackson, back up. As always, Jackson's insisting on being in the front seat, but that's just not going to happen, is it? No, it's not. So I'm taking both Jackson and Oliver on a little bit of a day trip. I wanted to stretch the legs on the new vehicle and just get outside on this beautiful October day. We don't have too many nice days left. So we're headed up to Devil's Lake for a day hike. It's going to be a handful having both of the puppies with me. Hopefully Jackson can be a good example for little Oliver. But they're relaxing in the back. There is more than enough room for the puppies back there. I mean, tons of room back there. I know, Jackson. Sit down. Sit. So stay tuned. You know, I'm going to try to, you know, record some things today and see if I get the right content to put together a vlog for YouTube later tonight. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Well, good news, here we are, Devil's Lake. We made it. And really quick before I start hiking, Here's my new vehicle, by the way. So this is my new to me 2009 Ford Explorer. And you know what? I think I'm officially sold on large SUVs, because this thing is amazing. It rides so comfortably. I mean, very, very grateful to be able to transition to a vehicle that I actually enjoy. And it's a 2009, but it has 277,000 miles on it. V8, 5.4 liters. So all I can say is, you know, hopefully she proves to be good quality. So, and here's my puppies. Here's yo Oliver. Hi, bud. You ready to go hiking? It's your first time at Devil's Lake? And here's the big boy Jackson. He's like, I've been here before. We gonna go, Dad, or what? All right, so I better stop recording and get hiking. Wait, to be continued? Well, we're going up and up. As you can imagine, these dogs are pretty much pulling like a sled dog team. This is Oliver's first time out here, and he's pretty excited and enthusiastic right now, but he has no idea how far we're going. So we shall see if I end up carrying him by the end of the day. Come on, guys. We got a beautiful day to be out here. Not too crowded. Ran into a couple other dogs already. Just had to, you know, keep our space because Alpha Jackson doesn't know how to share the world. But we're doing good. It's up this way, boys. It's up this way. Yep. Having fun. Woo! Going down. Slow down, boys. You're gonna pull me over. Hey, 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 hey. No. They're like, let's run. Slip through the crevasse. Up the rocks. You boys having fun? Yeah. Well, we are headed back to Madison. We successfully hiked both sides of Devil's Lake. I was anticipating taking a shoreline route back to the vehicle because I really thought the dogs would be tuckered out by the second half, but Oliver especially champed it out and did both sides of the lake. But as you can see, they are both now in the back, laying down, resting. There's Oliver, there's Jackson. There's the Wisconsin River, by the way. Had our boat out there just this summer. Yeah. So, it was a good day, good exercise. Another good addition to Sober October. So you gotta get that exercise and get a clear mind. All right. Get back to driving.